First one of the day, it is Casper, and we've seen a bit of a big move in Casper yesterday, along with the rest of the crypto market, that is. We're in the second day of Uptober. How high can this thing go if it actually breaks out of its pennant? That's what we're going to be talking about in Casper today. So we're going to look at what move needs to happen next, what levels that we need to overcome to turn bullish, when we turn bullish, where are the projections. Lots to get into. Let's dive into Casper. And we're going to slow it down a little. We're going to talk Casper. We're going to talk probabilities, and we're going to talk TA and the different moves that they're in and what those moves represent. So firstly, the higher macro time frame. We've talked about this. There's two things that we were talking about, the bullish and the bearish. The first thing that we've done is we've got our Fibonacci retracement all the way from this higher low, and then we've measured it all the way to this high to find out exactly how far this thing's likely to pull back. More importantly, give us key sticking levels to understand where support is, where resistance is. So we put our Fibonacci on. That was the higher time frame. That was the macro as far as this bigger move's concerned. Then we talked about this. This was the bearishness. What we were doing is we were barely putting in higher highs, and then we were barely putting in higher lows. At that point, when you're in an ascending channel, guys, that is a bearish move when you're in an uptrend. When you're in a descending channel in an uptrend, that is a bullish move waiting for a breakout, waiting for a continuation. That hadn't happened, and I sent warning signs on this channel at this point. We'd expected a rejection here, we expected a rejection here, we expected a rejection here, and then we got the rejection. So then we move into the bull pennant. So we're in a bull pennant. How do we know it's a bull pennant? Because this is the swing here. We've put in a higher low. This is a bull pennant. So it's still a bull pennant. We're expecting a move to the upside. We're expecting a breakout to the upside. One thing that you can see is we've had one, we've had two, we've had three tests of this trend line. We're nearing the bottom of the trend. So as far as DCA is concerned for me, I wouldn't mind dipping my toe in the water on this one, should I say. So your resistance points, where's your resistance points in the short term? We're going to get to projections, but we ultimately need to break through some barriers. The barriers that we need to overcome is this. It hasn't changed. 0.086314. That's an important one. That's the 61.8% retracement from this big swing here. Once you break above, once you hold the 61.8, you're going to start getting bullish sentiment, and you're going to start getting moves to the upside. And ultimately, what we're waiting for is this, the breakout of trend. Because once we get a breakout of trend, that's signaling the shift that we're taking out lower highs, putting in higher highs, putting in higher lows, and then you expect the continuation. So are we there yet? We're definitely not there yet. We've got the 618 to contend with. We've got the 38.2 to contend with. That's at 0.13 to 576 or 2756. So there's the two patterns that we're looking at. You've got the bullish pattern, which is the pennant, and then you've got the bearish pattern, which was the ascending channel, understanding that we were expecting a pullback. We pulled back to the 78.6. We've got the 61.8 as the barrier. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use the retracement again, but a little bit differently this time, because we're going from the high and then we're going down to the low. Why can we do this now? Because we've put in a higher low. We've had a confirmation. We've put in a higher low. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in projections. How do you put in projections? You double click your fib, and we're looking for two key levels for this move. For an extension of this current move, we're looking for a 1272, and then I'm looking for a 1618. Let's make them in green. Bullish targets. Okay, there. So what you've got is you've got your 1272 extension sat at 25 cents. That's a round number, 25 cents. You're going to get a reaction at 25 cents, and it's a 1272 extension of that big swing. 25 cents is going to be a key barrier to overcome. What about the 618? 618? Look at this, guys. These Fibonacci numbers, they're not magic numbers, but time and time again, they hit round numbers. Time and time again, they hit confluence. It's so uncanny the way that these things play out. You've got 25 cents, magic, psychological round number. You don't get more psychological round than that. 25 cents, 1272 extension. You've got the 1618, 30 cents, exactly to the T. So that's my projections from this move. Once we get a breakout, once we start putting in new highs, you've got your 1272, 25 cents, you've got your 1618, 30 cents. Let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, because I'm going to try and do some altcoin requests going over the next coming days. Got a bit of a busy schedule, but I'm here for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you want. Jump into the Discord group if you want to interact personally with me and meet some new friends while you're at it. It is completely free. Follow me on X, Bullseye, #4 crypto, Bullseye for crypto, link in the description below. See you in the next one.